Hello and welcome back to year 19 of my Stone Age village in Let's Play Dawn of Man with me, Scruffy Joe. Hope you're all well today. I'm still very hot because it's wonderful bank holiday Saturday. I've done a load of gardening, I've had a nice shower, I'm dried out, and now I'm starting to schmetchel all over the place. It's not very nice, but anyway. We are here, we're having a good time. We have a Stone Age housing estate, which is cool. We are at the stage where I can this year make mammoths extinct, I think, by pressing this button and making us enter the Copper Age. So before I do that, I'm going to press this button and I'm just going to have a quick scout around to see if there are any mammoths. And if there are, I'm going to kill them. Sounds a bit mean, but if they're going to disappear for gameplay reasons, then you might as well use the resource first. As you can probably tell, I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian. But it does seem like there aren't very many mammoths around. So maybe this idea might have been a bit of a waste of time. The other thing I do desperately need, because I've had a sheep problem. I've run out of sheep, so I do need to find at some point some sheep, capture them, bring them home, and steal their wool, so that I can be warm in the winter. Don't worry about the sheep. I'll look after them. Pigs. No, no mammoths. Mammoths? No. Gone back to the lake. What are they? Young wolves. They're going to be a problem at some point. Ooh. There's a load of cows up there. That's something you can deal with cows very soon, actually. Probably in a couple of technologies' time. Anyway, that was a kind of a... not a thing. Actually, that young wolf I just spotted. That's a cave lion. You could actually capture that. What do we got here? Oh, they're sheep. They're male sheep. They are sheep. Moolfool or something. That's... probably just need to do that and just try and grab some more. Or actually, or the traders arrive. See, he's got goats. We don't need goats. We don't need no goats. We got world of goats. I'm pretty sure we have actually got a thing. They've built a building called World of Goats. Maybe not. That could be nonsense. Could be lying. We are still also having a bit of a flint crisis. We keep running out of flint. Now those flints are empty. Does that mean we can now mine them? Yes. Let's go. Hyper technology. So I'm going to turn the game speed up. I am going to go back to the town and watch them like pet ants from my godlike distance, and see how they get on. They should be. Well, they should have already planted crops. I think they've already planted crops, so they are kind of gathering things. We seem to have had a raid while I wasn't paying attention. Which looks like it went rather well in favour of us. That was very poor gameplay, you know. They look like they could be sheep. Nope, they're goats. So yeah, it's like a long-term search for sheep. We are still also trying to find leather. I did queue up a bunch of leather, but I don't know whether they've made it yet. No, still waiting. I'm going to queue up a little bit more. just so that they know I desperately want you to make me leather. It's because these old skins, you see, they can only... You can only turn wet skin into either leather or a dry skin. Dry skins make roof and stuff like that. We shouldn't really be turning very many into dry skins anymore. There should not really be a requirement for that. In fact, let me just... We're not building any leather outfits. We're not building any skins outfits. Somebody starved? What? Where? How? Blimey. So yeah, I think really the flint situation is a problem. I don't think we're going to get anything in the way of mammoths. So I declare the birth of the Copper Age. I have a fortified settlement, so that's cool. So this is probably going to give me stuff that I need to probably look at and see what's going on. We can smelt copper. So we can do copper mining, charcoal pits, pit furnaces, all these kind of stuff. Defences, what are you trying to tell me about defences? Build defences. I have defences, I know. I already have that. I'm well ahead of that. So what we're now looking for and looking forward to is some sort of larger animal domestication and general improvement type techs. For example, the wheel. So that's all coming along. But what we now need to do really is think about what we're going to do. Because we have nothing more there. I'm going to check all of these as well. Because there might be new stuff. No, nothing new yet. Production wise, I think workshop is new. Miscellaneous tools. So we probably need to build one of those. So I'm going to do that. Or have we already got one of those? Hold on. I think it might be like an upgraded version of this. Let's throw one down and see what happens. Is that a workshop? No, that's an outfitters. Right, okay. I remember. So, production, workshop. Can we fit one on the hill? Yes, we can. Awesome. Let's just turn it around a bit. That'll do. So that's a new thing which we haven't had access to before, and that's kind of cool. I think what we need to also admit is that our farming is probably no longer practical to have inside the walls, because it looks like very soon, with added knowledge, we're going to need quite a lot of other buildings. So hang on, where were we? Metallurgy, copper mines, charcoal pit, place to make charcoal. Pit furnace. How big is a pit furnace? Small. Okay. And metalsmith. Place to make metal tools. So yeah, I think we need to get rid of some of these farms inside the walls. And I think we need to. This is the plan. Get rid of the farms. Put them outside the walls. Build a kind of, for want of a better word, an industrial zone. And yeah, replace the fields outside, cut down some trees, generally go into proper Copper Age. So let's make that happen by firstly deforesting this area. Sorry, trees. Oops. Let's do that again. It'd help if I didn't stop pressing the wrong button. Get rid of these trees. No, I've done it again. Press the wrong button. Doing well. And get rid of these trees. And then we'll build some fields out there once that is done. Some of your people lack light clothing. Okay. They have got jobs to build light clothing. Ooh. Ooh, fishing rods. Build fishing rods, definitely. Now, hang on. We can stop then building bone harpoons. Cool. What else can we do? We've got bows and we have got slings. I don't think we're doing bows and slings here anyway. We can turn that off because we can turn it on over here instead. Oops. And we can build sledges. And this is where we build shields. Nice. And fish traps, but we need to get netting. That's cool. That's really cool. Right, so we don't have any wool because we ran out of sheep. So that's still sort of a problem. But we need to also move the farms. So let's kind of do some of that while we're not too worried about anything else. This is going to be a very much developmental year, really. We're just going to move stuff around, try and make room for things. And I'm going to at one stage actually press the right button. Right, production. It's not a production building, is it? Planting. What are you playing at, man? Gone insane. Plant. There we go. So we got some of that. Yeah. Cool. And then we'll have one of these. Then we'll leave a little path. And we'll put some barley over here. Which we will gradually improve when they've finally picked up all of these bits of stone. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. We need to also have a place for flax. Okay, I mean that we are going to build a kind of a big monument thing here. There are loads of boulders lying around, but it might be nice just to throw some flax over here potentially. Oh, or we could do chickpeas and lentils and stuff. That's cool. Check one of those. In fact, I'm going for it. I am going to put some peas over here. Still complaining about the lack of light clothing. I don't really know why that is. I'm sure they... Maybe it's... They don't need leather clothes? I don't know. That's obviously a rubbish place to build any sort of plant. Too many bits of nonsense. Want some chickpeas. You know, it's medieval place. We're not supposed to be everything being square. I think it would be cool to have some lentils. Because, you know, I'm a hippie at heart. Lentils is like, you know. Yeah, man. Lentils. Just give the lentils a chance. Okay. That's gonna... That shouldn't do anything because it's summer. They won't plant anything, so that's fine. That, although I've laid all of those out, they won't actually go and do the work, so that's kind of cool. After the autumn, when they chop down all the plants in here, we will dig them all up. Which, unfortunately, I don't think you can do by mass selection. I think you have to click each individual square. I could be wrong, and I will play with that a little bit. Trees seem to be growing back inside the base, which is not really ideal. In food terms, everything is great. We basically never have to worry about food at the moment because we've always got bread. Grain is never really goes down that much. Okay, 70 out of 88, that's good numbers. Who is really upset about these clothing things? Right, 70 items of clothes. Let's just hold on a sec. We don't want any leather outfits. Skins outfits, I think. Do they count as heavy? Let's make some linen outfits. I think that's my problem. I hadn't got the linen outfits turned on. So I'm probably making loads of piles and piles of linen. Yeah, loads of linen. And I'm not making any linen outfits. Because I'm an idiot. So there we go. That's that fixed. Also, if my linen... Where did I just plant linen? If my linen is... My weaver is there and my linen is being... My flax is over here, then I really want my outfitter to be near to that. Because anywhere else is a waste of time. Because I'm all about... Oh, it's a pear tree. Don't cut down the pear tree. Free fruit. Right. So anyway. I'm going to have to try and delete all of these. Oh, I could do that with... That's not quite so much of a pain in the backside. I thought it was all right click, left click, and doo-dah-y doo-dah, but... So I think it might make sense if we move the outfitter down here and maybe move that over there. So let's get rid of this. Whoops, let's try not to delete the pig. And this is all going to be sort of an industrial land where I do metal work. Cool. I might just leave that other one just for now. Don't know why. Probably because it's going to take me ages to build all this stuff anyway. So yeah, what was I saying? I was saying that this is in the wrong place. So what we would need then really is a production, and it was an outfitters. And that being down here would make much more sense, because that's where that is, the weaver. Where do they store it? Although in a storage hut, okay, that's cool. Centrally stored things. Going to let him finish building that, and then I'm going to take these down. And because we're Stone Age, we can reuse all of our bits. Right, metallurgy. So we need a copper mine somewhere. And copper is... Have a look. Blue. Go build a copper mine. And see how that goes. So that will then mean we will have to build a charcoal pit to make charcoal, obviously. Put one of those there. And then we will need... Ooh. Okay, that's for iron. A furnace. Which I think we'll probably stick there for convenience sake. And then we will need a metalsmith. So let us stick one of those there. And probably makes sense to throw in a storage hut. Because why not? So yeah, that'll give them something to do. It's now winter time and they always build stuff really quickly in the winter because they don't like to go out and do anything else. So that's cool. All these miniature trees have grown back in here, which we will have to get rid of. Oh. Oh. Yay. So what goes on here then? We can turn... We can do bronze and we can do copper. What do we make here? Ooh. Ah, okay. So ends the requirement to use flint. Right, let's just turn off that, and that. We'll let them finish building them. Because there's a few in the queue, so somebody's obviously after them, and also we are very much not online with this at all. But we will get there. Let's just check the resource limits. I still agree that 100% of the population should have a knife, because it's how you eat in the Stone Age. These other numbers might change a bit. Now the next time a trader arrives, if they've got a load of copper, I think I'm probably going to make a very large purchase and trade in a load of old Stone Age nonsense that we don't use anymore. So, how are we doing? What's going on? What's everyone up to? 70 people live here out of a possible 88. And most of those people are currently doing stuff. We've built ourselves a little industrial area. We are making charcoal. What was my charcoal limit? 20. That's going to need to be higher. What are my limits for these metals? Whoa! Let's not worry about that. Let's keep them going. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're all good. It's all great. Everything's wonderful. Jolly goody good. I've gone a bit insane apparently. My mouth stopped working. I'm just jabbering on like a fool. Did we solve the sheep problem? That's a good question. Doesn't look like we have solved the sheep problem. No. There's an old female sheep and a young male sheep. Now that does not a colony of sheep make. So let me just go and have a quick look for sheep. Green, shiny green things. Just waiting out there in the wilderness to be rescued and looked after and given straw and kept in a roofed building. Come on, sheep. I will look after you. I'm not going to eat you. Bullseye. Cool. What are you? You are donkeys. Can't do anything with donkeys. Did find one though. One cluster of sheep, so that's good. If we can capture those before they grow into sort of full-size ones, then in a season or so's time, we will have our own sheep production facility. Should probably go and kill that bear, but it's not so much of a problem anymore. Back in the beginning of the game, it was a nightmare. Go out, get killed by a bear all the time. You actually had to kind of worry about what the bears were doing. Now, it's fine. Not so much of a problem. So I'm pretty happy with how that went. That's, oh, we built a copper mine as well. Low on food? That's ridiculous. Bake some bread, people. Got plenty of grain. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this year's gone. We're now very near the end of it. This episode's gone on a little bit too long because I kind of didn't shut up. But that's fine. That's, you know, that's kind of my job, isn't it? So thank you very much for watching. I am gonna draw this one to a close just as this year ends. No one's complaining about having too thin clothes now, are they? Yeah. And there we go. Beginning of the next year. Thank you very much for sticking this out with me, and I think it's really coming on nicely. I mean, we're going to see how the crops go this year now that I've planted them in an odd place. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. And I am also looking forward to gradually building some things out of copper and bronze eventually. That's going to be exciting. Yeah. Join me again next time.